It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we've got some history in this battle of AFL alumni. It's the New England Patriots and the Cincinnati Bengals, and it's coming up next on Madden Football.
Now from the riverfront of the Ohio, sellout crowd has arrived at Paycor Stadium in Cincinnati. So good to have you here with us. Mike Tirico, Greg Olson getting set for kickoff here. Greg, no matter how many ways we look at this game, it always comes down to one stat, doesn't it? How you taking care of the ball.
Yeah, it's just so crazy, Mike, that every single week, no matter how complex these matchups get and how many factors there are to determining who wins and who loses any game in the NFL, at the top of the list, the most important metric that everybody studies: can you protect the ball on offense, and can you take it away on defense? And I don't think today's matchup is any different. Can you be aggressive and take care of the ball? And on defense, if you get your opportunity to take it away and give it back to your offense, you've got to make the play.
Here's Evan McPherson. And off we go here in Cincinnati. The return is Jermichael Hasty. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. The New England offense getting ready to go to work here. They'll be led by the man from North Carolina, 6'4", quarterback Drake May.
From a talent standpoint, Drake May has every physical quality that you're looking for to play modern-day NFL quarterback. He can, of course, make all the throws. He's big, strong, and he is a very good athlete. He just needs some time. He needs to sit back and wait for his opportunity to play. Looks like that day is today, and I think if he goes out and plays to that potential, this is the first step of him becoming a legitimate NFL franchise quarterback. Initially, Mike, a really good job by the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball for this quarterback. He's forced to pull it down and turn into a runner. Little slow reaction, and he's able to actually pick up a pretty good game.
Second down and 3. They'll run, and this is Ramondre Stevenson. And he'll get forward for about a yard. The veteran Trey Hendrickson there on the stop. Three plays in and a test. It's 3rd and 2. On the ground, Gibson. And he will have a Patriots first down by a couple of yards as they convert on 3rd and 3.
Nothing real fancy about this call here, Mike, right? In this 3rd and short, just get the ball to your running back, make sure he has enough space to pick up the first down, and they're able to convert.
So, from the 36, it is 1st and 10. Open man, Demario Douglas.
Well, so often we see quarterbacks standing in the pocket, holding it, seeing if they can create something downfield. Well, not that play. That play was simple. Snap the ball to the quarterback, spit it out into the hands of your receiver, and let's see what he can do.
An enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches. A give up the middle to Stevenson. And that should be enough. He works his way forward to pick up a first down.
It's possible they could have tried to be a little bit more aggressive on 2nd down, knowing they had 3rd and inches in their back pocket. But I don't think anyone's going to complain. Pick up the first down, extend the drive, see if you can go score.
On 1st down, they'll stay with Stevenson on the ground.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You got to have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
Throwing on 2nd down, May. He's got his man, Kayshon Boutte. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
Anytime you're facing a zone defense, you're working from your first progression all the way through. But when guys are open in this level, Mike, they don't stay open very long. So what they taught us as receivers, if you're open, stay open. And if you're not open, you better get open quick because that ball is coming out.
And he'll plow forward for a gain of 4 yards. Here's 2nd and 6. From out of the gun, here's May. He's found his receiver, Butte. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down. So, not much to speak of in terms of scoring in that first quarter of play. 0-0 is the score. Greg and I back here in Cincinnati after this. Now a 3rd and 2. They'll try to run for this. It's Stevenson. Searching for some kind of seam to go forward. It's not there. They get him behind the line. 4th down coming up. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. Athletic training staff looking at him, so we'll step aside. On 4th down, out comes Joey Sly for the Patriots field goal. This one from 39 yards out. Sly's kick is good. And the Pats will take a 3-0 lead.
And I think this is going to end up being considered a successful drive, Mike. I think obviously you would have loved to see them come down and convert and score a touchdown. But at the very least, they needed to come away with 3. They were able to do that and take a lead on that field goal.
So after the field goal to open up the scoring, the kicker's back out for this kickoff. From the 6, here comes a return. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Cincinnati offense set to take over for the first time. And they're led by the #1 overall pick in 2021, national champion at LSU, it's Joe Burrow.
Little unusual, Mike, here. The first time this offense finds themselves taking the field is this late in the opening half. But the good news, they only trail by 3. So despite that long opening drive, a touchdown here gives them a lead with halftime looming. No need to rush. No need to get outside of your initial game plan. Go out there, take your time. Just try to find a way to come away with points on your opening possession.
And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
What makes great linebackers stand out from the pack is their instincts and their vision. In this case, the linebacker has his keys, brings him right where the ball is going, and he's able to make a play at the point of attack and keep this to a no gain.
Gesicki, the man in motion. Quick throw, taken in, and they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short.
And this is where the versatility of the tight end position really starts coming into play. Not only do they have to line up with their hand on the ground, but they can occasionally split out in the slot. And man, they're too fast for linebackers, and a lot of times they're too big for defensive backs.
They bring Chase in motion. Burrow from out of the gun here on 3rd down. That's his first reception of the ballgame, and it really comes at a good time as they get the conversion on 3rd down.
These are the chunk plays they thought they could get here against this pass defense. They thought the passing game favored their offense in this matchup, and I think we can expect this to be the case the rest of the game.
Here's 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, Burrow. Try him again. Another one to Higgins. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest, and that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
Two minutes remain in a 3-0 first half. We'll come back to Cincinnati in a moment. They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. And he's going to have the first down as he gets out of bounds, and he stopped the clock as well.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need, but really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
And he's close to another first down as he's brought down just shy of the marker.
Receiver just finds himself in a really nice groove, and there's these weird times in the game, Mike, where it just seems like every ball comes your way, every play they call, you're wide open, and you just find yourself in one of those grooves that athletes talk about. So they got to continue to ride the hot hand, because right now on that field, there's no mistaking who it is.
And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the first down.
And what really stands out about this drive is the ability of the quarterback to really spread the ball around to multiple targets and put so much pressure on the defense, deciding who do they want to account for, because no matter who they try to take away, the quarterback's doing a nice job of finding the open man.
Right back to Brown. He's got it again. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9. Second and a yard. They'll try to run this one in. He slams it in there, and he is in. Chase Brown, touchdown Cincinnati. Taking care of business on the ground to get the score, and Greg, the big guys up front, they deserve some praise on that one.
Absolutely, Mike, and it really only takes one guy to distort the defense and win his block. But in this case, give credit to the entire unit. They did their job, and they reward their offense with a touchdown.
Evan McPherson now to kick the extra point. It's up and through. And the Bengals move out to a 7-3 lead. Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The Patriots offense going to see what they can do in the final minute of this first half. They trail by 4. A touchdown gives them the lead. Drive begins with 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, it's May. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
You can't fault the quarterback on this one, Mike. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand and live to play another snap.
May to throw on second down. Now he'll run. And he's going to be taken down on the other side of the 50-yard line. First and 10. Operating from the shotgun, it's May. He's close to a first down to gain a 9. Nice pitch and catch on first down. A good spot here, second and a yard. Throwing now is May. Has completed to Douglas. And that's a first down. It will be a gain of 8. Joey Sly comes on. They'll try the field goal here. This will be a 46-yard attempt. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Patriots are back within 1. It's 7-6.
And that's a really nice boost here before the break. I mean, you work the clock well. You're able to steal some points. The biggest thing is you're able to build a little momentum now going into the locker room at halftime.
The clock showing 5 seconds remaining in this half as the kick's away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. And they'll elect not to run another play. Instead, just take a knee and take this on into the locker room. So, halftime here in Cincinnati, and the Bengals are on top as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
All right, Mike, thanks very much, and welcome in everyone to our halftime report.
Coach, thank you. Both teams trying to find the right formula to come out on top in this second half coming up. Both teams ready to get back at it as we get back underway here on EA Sports. Now return coming from the 7. Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line. The Bengals offense ready to get going again. They'll have it first in this third quarter. Their lead is just a point as they begin it on this drive with first and 10. Burrow. He'll air one out for Higgins. That one broken up. It is incomplete. They tried the shot on first down, couldn't connect. It'll bring up second down.
Well, not exactly breaking news here, Mike. They got speed on the perimeter that just not a lot of teams in the NFL have. So even though that ball falls incomplete, I think they have to continue to do it, continue to pressure this defense and make them defend the entire field. Because as they're worried about him running by them, there is a lot of space open underneath. There's no more efficient play in the NFL, Mike, than the play-action passing game, and you can see here why. You make the defense have to honor both the run and the pass, and he's able to pick up a nice gain to his tight end.
3rd and a yard. Off the play fake. Here's Burrow. That's caught. Left side. It's complete. First time they've looked his way all game long, but he comes through with the grab and a first down.
Seemed like the receiver, Mike, ran through like 5 different open zones, but once he found the one that he liked where the quarterback was expecting him, you see him do a nice job throttling down, secures the catch, and he's able to pick up a nice gain.
A first down throw for Burrow. Pass right side, and Higgins has the catch. Nice chunk here in this good-looking drive. Pickup of 14 and a first down.
It's pretty evident, Mike, when a quarterback and his wide receiver are operating on the exact same page. The anticipation, the timing, the accuracy of both the route and the ball. And when they're working together like this, that's the definition of teach tape.
And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
What an advantage it brings a defense when you have cornerbacks that are such willing tacklers. It just brings an extra element to the ability to defend the entire field. And this is a great example here why.
2nd and 7. Here's Brown. A gain there of 11. It's a Cincinnati first down.
This is where you have to be careful, Mike. You find yourself winning in the second half. Human instinct says, all right, let's just sit on the ball and protect the lead and let the clock run out. You can't do that. Stay aggressive. Do what got you here. Continue to mix the run with the pass. Keep your foot on the gas and try to extend this lead.
On first down, Burrow. And that's going to wind up incomplete.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out in front.
They'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. To throw is Burrow. Taken in by Gesicki.
Defense does a nice job here initially using zone coverage to take away the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. Quarterback gets off his first read, sees some openings to the sideline, and him and his receiver are able to connect.
3rd and 5. Throwing is Burrow. Taking off, he'll try to get there. And the Bengals are going to have a 1st and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Those plays are killers for a defense. You think you have the quarterback hemmed in. You think you have a chance for your pass rush to get you off the field. Instead, he gets away, picks up some tough yards, and sets his team up 1st and goal.
The throw is Burrow. He'll find Brown out of the backfield. And he's going to be stopped at about the 4.
Recognizing the blitz is just the first step in the process for a quarterback, understanding who you can account for with the protection and then who you can't account for. That's where your hot receiver comes in. He points to his receiver, who the defender they're hot off of. That guy comes, gets the ball out of his hand, and results in a completion.
This one caught at the 4. Let's give him a yard down to the 3-yard line.
When you put plays like this on tape, it sends a message to every defender across the league. When you play this offense and this guy has the ball, you better bring it when you come to contact him, because if not, you're going to be on the wrong end of it.
So these two teams take the long walk to the opposite end of the stadium. We've come to the end of the third quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports. They'll go once more from the 3. 3rd and goal. Now, Burrow. And he will fight his way to the end zone. Joe Burrow. Touchdown, Bengals. Greg, they did everything they wanted to do on that drive, and now a chance to really make it an important lead.
Mike, with that touchdown there, they're an extra point conversion from extending this lead to a 2-score game. And at this point in the fourth quarter, I think they'd feel pretty good about their chances of holding on.
McPherson now for the PAT. He's got it. And the Bengals will take a 14-6 lead. After the TD, on is McPherson to kick this one away. On the return is Hasty. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Patriots offense back onto the field for their next possession. The deficit is 8 as this drive begins with 1st and 10. May going to look to throw. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete.
He just rushed that decision just a little bit downfield. I mean, it's one thing to trust your guy to make a play in tight coverage, but I think if he was a little bit more patient in his progression, there was an easier throw out there that wouldn't make him have to throw such a tight window ball and put his receiver in a tight spot.
And he will not be able to get free, picking up only a yard. Now, it's 3rd down. To throw now, May. And this drive is over before it can start. He's swallowed up to force 4th down.
Certainly hasn't been their best game in terms of rushing the passer, but you find yourself with a lead here in the 4th quarter. No better time for that pass rush to come alive and see if they can close this game out.
On 4th down, Bryce Beringer out to punt for New England. They'll be forced to punt, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This kick hangs up, and a fair catch will be taken beyond the 35-yard line. The Bengals offense ready to get back at it. The advantage is 8. We'll see if they can make this a 2-score game on this drive. 1st down and 10. Burrow now. That's to his big tight end, Gesicki. And he's down inside the 40-yard line.
What a luxury that certain teams, when they have a guy like this, I mean, not only is he the big target, but then to have that size and speed to run away from these linebackers and do so much of his damage after the catch.
Burrow now to throw on first down. And that one knocked away. It's incomplete.
And up until this point, this has been an incredibly efficient game from this quarterback. I mean, it's hard to think. Here we are in the second half, and that's only his second incomplete pass. So finally, the defense is able to do something to disrupt his timing and finally try to get him out of this groove.
A carry here for Brown. He'll pop this ahead for about 4, but it will set up third down. Back to throw, Burrow. And this ball incomplete on third down.
I think he predetermined that third down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
This one has plenty of leg. And it is good. And that could be big. They now take a 2-score advantage.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
McPherson now, after making the field goal, is set to kick this one off. On the return is Hasty. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. Here's 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. They'll set up the screen for Gibson.
Just a little slow developing on that screenplay there. It was pretty obvious to the entire defense exactly what was going on. Nobody was thinking pass. Nobody was getting back into their drops, and just nowhere for that back to go.
Here comes 2nd down. Out of the gun, here's May. Pressure gets there, and down he goes.
Early in this drive, they're trying to establish some offensive rhythm, but now after that 2nd down sack, really puts them in a must-pass. You don't want to be in 3rd and long very often in the NFL. It's not a very high percentage conversion rate, and with the danger of a 3-and-out, they better hold up here in pass protection.
Throwing on 3rd down is May. He'll find his tight end. That's Henry. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. Two timeouts still left, but scoring quickly here, a must. It's 1st and 10. To throw is May. That one taken in by Douglas. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. Working out of the gun, it's May. Nowhere to go. He's going to be taken down. New England going to take their 2nd timeout as they get it with just under a minute to go in this football game. The crowd cranking it up another notch before 3rd and long. Here's May. Going up top. That is incomplete. Here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's 4th down.
Can't exactly put my finger on it, but it just seems like this entire game, like this passing game and this quarterback specifically, they've just been off. And whether it's missing these big shots downfield like he did there or just simple underneath layups, there's just something about him today that doesn't look right. And I think it's a big part of the reason they find themselves trailing here in the 4th quarter.
Well, that was a disaster.
I like the call. I like going for it on 4th down. Give your offense a chance to extend this drive and maintain possession, but after going the wrong way, now they're going to have to watch the other team take over after failing to move the chains.
The Bengals offense getting set to get back to work. They'll have a short field in front of them as they try to extend this lead out further. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Victory very much in sight now as they'll take a knee. The Pats going to stop it here. They'll use their 3rd and final timeout. Clock stops, 46 seconds to go. Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Victory formation here as he's down to a knee. So it's a win here in the jungle for the Bengals. And it was their defense that led the way as they pitched a shutout in the 2nd half. No points allowed, and they cruised to victory. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. It's a win for the Bengals as we say so long from Cincinnati.